Allow me to show you the power of Super Saiyan 4!
Yo, what's up guys, Tarkonia here with another Dragonball Legends video. Today we're gonna look at the Zenkai for Red Dyspo here, as well as equipment for Yellow Jiren, the transforming one here. I think those are the only two things we've got, because I think the other equipments have been from last week. So yeah, quickly check if there are any new banner stuff. I don't think there is. Alright, then let's start here with looking at those two things. Red Dyspo, a very old character, so not gonna bother with his older kit. So yeah, let's immediately go to Zenkai 7. Let's see if we can find another character to compare stats to a bit. Zenkai only. We're not gonna take. Okay, let's take Perfect Cell here. He's an LF Zenkai, but he's a ranged unit with some equal stats, more or less. So let's see. So 287 blast, 276 strike. Definitely a bigger gap between a strike and blast stat, I think, than pre-Zenkai, and 187k to both defenses. If you compare this to Cell, bro, like there's a 30k difference almost to his defenses, as well as definitely a lower offensive stat there. But yeah, will depend on how much damage guard and damage we will get for this unit. Alright. Main ability. I will set the Hammer of Justice upon you. Draw ultimate arts next. 40 key. Notify element disengages, so type neutral offensively. For 10 timer counts that can't be cancelled. Ally health plus 20. Ally rival universe red or universe red damage plus 30 for 30 timer counts, so he's supporting. And destroy entire enemy hand. So you can use this defensively as well as for support and offensively there. Starter ability, we can compare this to Cell as well. If we look here, 300% damage, 230% damage guard for 60 timer counts, extra 60% damage guard for 60, so 290 basically, 100% secure recovery, sub counts on switch -2. If you look at Cell, for example, here 230. I think additional damage guard somewhere else, or was that it? I think that was it actually. Yeah, no, additional 20 here on sidestep. So yeah, he has a good significant amount of damage guard for start, but I don't see any card speed here. So we'll see if where he gets it somewhere else, and if this is good or bad, but the stat wise is looking actually not that bad. On benefit entry, draw special art next 3 times. Key plus 40, cover null on strike and blast arts used. He's stacking 20% damage, special move damage 15%, and special move arts hit feint eviction chance plus 10% for 10 timer counts, and he's stacking it with every strike a blast card you use. So if you're stacking some damage and then go for the blue card, you have like a higher chance to inflict feint, which is a fun mechanic. Okay, I'm not a fan of this. If you ask me personally, I'm not a fan that you, because here's the thing: 3 times he's gonna enter, he's gonna draw a green card, great, but after that he has no card in entry. I'm never a fan of that. I'm always prefer that the character is always drawing a card on entry, and then maybe get later on like draw a card and draw a green, so that if he used those 3 times, he's at least drawing a card in entry. Similar to Goku and Bardock, after their 2 times they're fostering their green card, they're not drawing any card in entry, and I simply don't like that. So yeah. Supersonic Warrior on strike on blast cards hit. draw one card with Fear, activate twice. Activation reset on switch. Yes, that's why they didn't give him card draw speed, but I'm not a fan of that as still. Activation reset on switch. I mean, it activates 2 times. It's not a horrible thing. Enemy key -20 every time he hits Strike or Blast. Frustration -20 for 15 time accounts, and key recovery. Key recovery in combination with key reduction is pretty useful. Yeah, also if on third hit count reset on switch, he's strong as special move arts next in 50 key. Okay, so there is a clear objective with this character. You're spamming cards, using cards, and after the third one you're getting your blue card that you can guaranteed use because you're getting 50 key. So as long as you don't have insane high arts cost, this is very nice. And I will say, why he gives Faint on his blue card? If you're facing 17 Golden Freezer, this doesn't matter as much, unfortunately, because they give you immunity to attribute normal conditions. So yeah, but generally speaking, this is nice here. Wait, did he stack damage? No, he stacked it on use, not on hit. That's very good. Okay. Supersonic Battle. When hit by enemy arts, ally sub counts -1. Enemy strike and blast arts cost +10 for 5 time accounts. Enemy special move ultimate awaken arts power -20%. Okay. This is so far as only Disrupt, by the way. He's reducing the ultimate awaken arts power, reducing sub counts as well as increasing enemy cost here. This is not one time, this is every time he gets hit. It's only one enemy though, but the enemy that he gets to fight gets increased arts cost. He's a little bit like a Vegito Blue mini in that regard, increasing the arts cost, but it's not all enemies, but it's useful. Unless the character is immune, then his disrupt is kinda relevant. On return to standby, health +15, key +30. Yeah. So this is getting key for your other allies as well as health for himself, which is pretty nice. On Vanishing Step, Vanishing Gauge +80, 3 times, damage +20, destroy 1 enemy card. So far his abilities are looking pretty simple. He's basically, I'm gonna stack damage and then hit you with a hard blue card. That's kinda Dyspo's game, as well as having multiple vanishes to stay longer on the field. The biggest problem I see with him by far is the disruption. That isn't really that much. Like, again, it's just this. And if your enemy switches, you have to reset basically the whole disrupt again. So that's not great. But I think 290% damage card is fine. Yes, comparison, very lower defense stats into, like, for example, again, Purple Cell. So that's a thing. But okay, let's look at his other abilities. So, Z ability, Rival Universe Red or Universe Red, base strike attack and blast attack 35% and 80% to base strike defense for Universe Rep. If it's a Red Universe Rep, so Zenkai ability, Red Universe Rep, he's giving those stats here, so nice. He's destroying 1 enemy card on hit with his, so like he's holding this blast card. Otherwise, normal strike, normal blast. Green card. You draw 1 card, health +10, 50 key, cover no for upgrade attribute downwards in no conditions with 15 time accounts is nice. And also based on time accounts elapsed, he gets card draw speed and stuff relying on the green. But only. Okay, so until 15 time accounts and to 29, he gets extra 30% damage with 15 time accounts as well as card draw speed. 30 time accounts or more, he's gives 50% damage and again draw speed but longer. Not the greatest fan that he has draw speed reliant on this one, and he couldn't have given it this on his base kit, but other than that, solid green, honestly, yeah. Blue card, on activation, special move damage is 30, on hit, destroy 2 enemy cards, cancel altitude, downgrades, and buff effects. That's actually pretty good. It's on hit, but it's at least removing, for example, if they have cover null, or type move to defensively, you can remove that at least. Yeah, so not the most horrible thing. Ultimate, massive damage on activation 30%. Ultimate damage on hit, inflict enemy with feint chance 30%. Okay. Was this feint? Okay, this was specifically on the blue card, not addition with the ultimate. Enemy draw speed -1, all enemy subcounts on switch +3. Yeah, that's okay. No endurance node though, so yeah, that's noteworthy. I assume he has blast armor on the ultimate, but otherwise this would be kinda weird. I mean, we can quickly, we're gonna look at this guy anyway in a second. Just to quickly look, do they show any? Who else has an ultimate as a Zenkai? I'm kinda. Zenkai only? Thank you. You have an ultimate, right? Oh. They didn't give him blast armor on the ultimate. Yeah, I don't know why. That should be a no-brainer. Okay. He seems solid. This is definitely a big minus on the ultimate that he doesn't have blast armor. That should be after Zenkai a must and a standard. I don't know why they did that. I don't like this card draw speed condition, but other than that, I think he seems fine. But also, once I get him at least to Zenkai 6, which would be probably next week at best. Alright. Now then let's look at yellow Jiren equipment. What's the best comparison? I'm actually gonna pull up yellow Goku Black. Right, oh no, yellow Goku Black released 1 year after him. You know what, I'm just gonna quickly look. What are his starter conditions? Like how many damage card does he get? I think 65. Yeah, 65, 90 here. Okay. Alright, let's look what they gave him. So, before we start, I want to quickly say I've noticed some 1% sparking characters being a little bit more restricted to specific tags on their equipment. I hope they're not gonna do that on him. Just give him his stuff. Don't make this a universe rep specific buff on slot 3. That's the only thing I'm really hoping. Alright. Base health 20%, 60% to base stats. You know what? I'm gonna look at Shin. I'm gonna look at Shin for that one. Just to see how much the base stats and stuff are, because yeah. Shin. Okay, Shin got 50. Alright. 60, okay. 20% base health, so yeah, that's more than Shin. 250% damage. Shin got 100, as well as additional 35 Godki or Majin Saga to 170. So 250 seems solid. 230% damage guard. That's also more. So yeah, 230 and 65% reduced damage received with here. So 295. Alright. 40% special move damage. When hit by enemy arts, apply the following effects: health plus 3%, so he's healing per hit and gets damage plus 30 for 20 damage count. So he's stacking damage with tanking. Okay, he definitely needs cover now somewhere. And I hope type neutral defense, because otherwise we do lose destroy this unit. On battlefield entry, the following effects occur. Okay, cover null. Notified damage received element is dimension, so type neutral defensively. Why not defeated enemy activate special move, ultimate awakening arts, apply the following effects occur. Health plus 10, sub count minus 5. Okay, that's really interesting. Him healing and reducing sub counts is very nice. Basically, what the good thing about this is this is also him not needing to be there on the battlefield. So to make it very simple, if you're running this guy with this unit, because they have this as well. Why not defeated enemy activates special move, blah 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 blah. If it's an ultimate, sub counts minus 5. His is on special move and ultimate, but not on rising rush, so that's a negative. But against ultimates, they both basically can basically switch back and forth immediately to this character. Problem I see is this is against, you know, only against special move, ultimate, awaken arts, not against rising rush. So for universe rep, if you switch out of this character and the enemy rushes, you pretty much don't have any way to save your two units, because this is not giving you endurance, and this is not an endurance character. This was always a character that was simply very tanky. So him having no access to endurance and Dyspo as well means the team right now is rush threatened as it stands right now. The equipment, I don't know. They didn't give him much, but it could be enough, because his base kit isn't, I don't think, horrible. I mean, you can quickly look what he does. He has extra damage to God Key, he has his transformation that seals him, he's in Key, Rainbow Suction, destroying enemy cards. He gets 9% damage, so in combination with this, he is at 340 and stacking damage on getting hit. Abnormal conditions notification for 60 timer count, so no feigning. He draws a green card once, he gets 25 key on entry, could have been more. 40% damage, so from 340 to 380. If he has, when enemy health is 50% or above, he gets extra 30% damage, as well as OD stuff. He's restoring health 3 times, shorten sub counts. Okay, what else does he do? Cover change, he's reducing Dragonballs. Attribute upgrades and buff effect cancel 1 time. All enemy for arts cost increase. What was it, a strike cover? Yeah, strike cover, but it wasn't comboable. My staccato speed, my skill recovery. He gets 10% damage on, yeah, for every time your partners he gets also damage, so he looks solid still kit wise, I think. But I think the non-second life mechanic is kinda a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think damage and stuff could be definitely enough. I'm just worried about the... Yeah, again, I'm worried that he doesn't have a second life mechanic. So, what I'm gonna imagine is that next week or the week after we're gonna get our I would say still God of Destruction Turbo, transforming one, I would hope, who has a second life mechanic, preferably either Revival or Endurance. I could see Revival on him, so they give him like this, basically his Revival is Frieza, like Frieza in 17 hit them with their blasts, and then Toppo is like, okay, screw Justice, transforming. I think that's could be a Revival if they want to do that. So that basically you have Jiren, these guys, and God of Destruction Toppo. I think that's the most logical thing that's gonna happen. I don't think Red Dyspo is gonna make the cut. Probably. So yeah. Well, let me know what you guys think about this equipment. I will actually think about summoning on them. I like this unit. I would really love to have them. I have like 12k, so there is maybe a chance I'm gonna summon today. But yeah, we'll see about that. I hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys in the next video. Bye.